Hello gang, let me first start by saying thank you to all the congratulations messages, not just on YouTube, actually on Twitter over the last few days. It's been really nice. Ellie and me have really enjoyed reading them all, so thank you very much. We're very happy. So it's just like the last video, just still happy about it. But today is a new day, and Anderlecht and Liverpool are around that corner, and it should be an interesting time. Of course, the 0-0 draw with Anderlecht in the first leg means that it's all to play for in the second leg, and a big Premier League game away at Anfield is very, very much key to how we get on this season. Of course, we could still win the league. I mean, we could finish third, but we could still win the league. It's in touching distance. It would be... is it fair to say a bloody miracle? It'd be a bloody miracle. Before the season started, 8th position was expected. Manchester United were the big favourites for the league, and they've had a weird season, really. I mean, the fact we're this many points ahead of them at this point in the season is a little bit odd, in my opinion. Liverpool conceded 11th, maybe an easy game for us. Manchester City host Derby, who have got a decent side, but in 15th are probably not going to put up much of a fight. So let's kick things off then with this Anderlecht game. The rest of the boys, so let's introduce you to the team. So the team is very much going to be the same as it was against Sunderland. Although the mystery of Carlos Ferreira, do we bring him in again for this game? Essentially, we have two very different players playing in the same position. For example, Ferreira, 19 assists this season, a lot of assists to his name, but only 6 goals, whereas he scored quite a few more last season. Whereas you look at Herzog, slightly different story, less assists, but far more in terms of goal return. And when Ben-Hur doesn't score, I want there to be other players to do that job. So that's where it's sort of a bit of a mystery for me. Of course, I could train one of them to play out wide, but I don't really want to do that. I like having two really good players in that position, as well as, of course, Thorben Dorfer too. So it's whether you want goals or do I want someone more creative in there to assist Ben-Hur. And if I'm going to play Ferreira in there, really, I should change up his role to a more supportive role. So, all right, the Ferreira fan club, let's have this. I've twisted my own arm there. That was weird. Ike's still playing at right back. Antonio is unavailable, and Orbrenek really should be on the bench. Okay, then here we go. Can we go through in the Europa League? I mean, we've still got semi-finals. It's still the quarter-final stage. We could be doing this all year. I mean, this would guarantee a couple more episodes for sure. Okay, their key man. We should probably take a look at it. Actually, their key man is this guy, João Alvarez, who he's all right. Is it just Alvarez? Why did I say Alvarez? There's no other A in there. Don't know what I'm doing. In the centre, I mean, I've looked at Anderlecht players in the past. I've got quite a few scouted actually, but I've never actually decided to pull the trigger and buy one. I mean, he's pretty well rounded, but he wouldn't really fit into my team these days. They were the sort of Anderlecht were the sort of team I would buy players from a couple of years ago. They don't have one really good centre back I went after once, but that didn't happen either. And on paper, I think we'd all agree we are the far better side. Now at home at the Riverbank, we've got to make sure, because we didn't get that away goal, which I so often covet, we've got to make sure we start fast here, get an early goal, and then try and hold on to a clean sheet. Basically, if we score more, we win. Analysis. Free kick, Ferreira. You can expect more of that when the new game comes out as Ben-Hur shoots just wide. FM19 around the corner. If you're watching this in real time, if you're watching this in the future, then it's probably already out. And if you're watching it in the summer, it might be discounted. So get on board. All right, Anderlecht to the team, though, that look so far a bit more dangerous. 10 minutes gone on the clock, and we know a goal for them means that we have to score 2, which would be an absolute nightmare if that shot goes just wide. I mean, do I start attacking here and just sort of go for it? Of course, one goal for them is very, very powerful, whereas we need to get a few to feel comfortable. So I'm gonna go for this early doors and see if they can handle the pressure of our attacking players. As Ben-Hur takes on one, works his way into the box, pulls it back. It's a little bit long for Miquelino, who's going to pull it back again. He finds Mackay. Oh, he's got to score. It came at him very quickly. It's a wet 14 degrees on the 20th of April. That sums up England, that does. And at the Riverbank, it remains 0-0 in a hotly contested tie. One goal may well seal all of this. The good thing is our league position is looking like we're definitely going to be in the Champions League next year, something we've not done before. But of course, we could also get into the Champions League by winning this competition. Basically, our odds for the Champions League are looking quite good, but I'd quite like to go through here, win a trophy. As I say, still in the quarter-final stage, all to play for. Passionately say, it's time to give everything they've got. I mean, come on, work a bit harder. I'm getting passionate with them. Come on, make a real difference for me out there tonight. This is a big game. For whatever reason, Anderlecht are proving to be a stern test. All right, second half. Can we do the business? As we've got a free kick. Mackay finds Haludum, who's been very quiet in the last couple of episodes, and now Ike finds back to Haludum. Can he unlock the door? Can he pick it from a deep position as Jimenez gets it towards Ferreira? But we lose out, actually, and a ball played forward. Are we going to get on that? And Signe gets there first. That's what you want to see from him. And now will the opportunity arise as Miquelino cuts inside, finds Ben-Hur, the runner Ferreira, shot on goal. Oh, he's just hit it wide or over even. The thing is, if it's 0-0 after both, it goes to extra time and then even more drama. Okay, at what point do you think about making a change? As there's another highlight again. I mean, Anderlecht have had a few opportunities to break forward and haven't really been that penetrating so far, as that switch, though, is quite dangerous. So we win again, a goal for them, and they are in the driver's seat. penalty as a shot might come in here. Oh my God, it does. I don't know why I'm so shocked, but I am really shocked. I mean, we know to... Oh, no. All right, never mind Herzog. Ferreira's coming off after playing horrifically. And we're going to have two complete forwards. Obrinic one side, Ben Hur the other. It's time to go a bit more direct. Okay, all of a sudden, this has got panic stations. 20 minutes to go. We need 2 goals. And this would be our first loss in ages as well. Oh, is this the episode where the crumble starts to begin? What is happening? We're having nothing here. I guess we're gonna go pretty bold here. Ike's gonna come off, and we're gonna also take off Diallo and bring on Frank to play in the back lines. I guess we're just sort of going for this a little bit more. I don't want to overload the top, really. And if we score... Well, I mean, we just need 2 goals. It's not happening. I'm going to shout. Push forward, obviously. Oh, my God, we're going to lose to Anderlecht. I've lost to Anderlecht. And the time's gone. 22 shots. Did we see a highlight other than like a Ben Hur shot in the first half? I don't know what to say. Yeah. Gone. There's a fly on the wall. He can't believe what's just happened. Well, not good, obviously. Out of the Europa League. The treble is off. Oh. Well, talk about needing to bounce back very quickly. I mean, I'll do this press conference. Why not? Defeat for your side today sends you out of the competition. How disappointed are you? I'm not happy about how things went today. Ben Hur didn't put in the sort of performance I expect. I've got to go in hard there. That is Liverpool in 3 days. I can't believe it. Anderlecht. Anderlecht. The most baffling part of it is we didn't score against them. We didn't even score. 22 shots, only 8 on target. I mean, that's part of the problem. Their goalkeeper is actually not that bad. But even so, I'm a bit... I don't know what to... We'll move on. Should have started Herzog. The Ferreira fan club have messed me up there. Look at that, me trying to shift the blame. Like it's your... It's not your fault. I don't know. So weird. Okay. Right, then we'll rest the boys. And I guess we'll see. Liverpool in a few days... What? With all respect to the Belgian teams, I expect to... I'm still going to fail FFP as well. Premier League FFP. Right, I don't want to talk about that. Let's move on. I can't. I've not lost in 20 games. And then I draw 0-0 with them and then they beat me. Right. Oh. I don't remember the last time I felt like this after playing a game on FM. Just absolute bemusement. Last time Liverpool played, they got smashed by United, so that bodes well. Then again, if they watched our whimpering performance against Anderlecht, then I doubt they feel sort of nervous about it. Right, I've got to get made in the game here. What did Troy Bolton do? Get you in the game. You gotta get you in the game. See, that's one of my world phrases actually. That is WWTD. What would Troy do? So, I mean, you got to ask. And I don't mean Zac Efron, the actor. I mean Troy Bolton, the fictional character within High School Musical. What would he do? He always had a plan, didn't he? He hit some bumps on the road, but he always found his way to happiness by the end. So, I'm 28, for those wondering. Right, then, team-wise, after the shower of... Just bleep it. The shower of we just saw last game. I don't know if we should go with this team again, but I think Banner's going to come back in. Maybe I should have made more changes to switch it around. Maybe I should have done all. I don't know. I'm shell shocked. Herzog's going to come back in as this attacking midfielder, and I mean after the performance Ferreira put in last game, what was it? A 6.3 and a 6.4. Before that, scored 2 goals against Sheffield Wednesday. Then I dropped him for 3 games, of which we won most of them. So. Judge me on my results. Just like Troy was judged on his results when he played for the Wildcats, okay? I mean, God, give him a break. Okay, Liverpool versus Thames. They've got Smits up front, a player I've come across many times before. The experienced Dutchman could cause us some problems, much like his name and speech itself. Okay, come on then. This is... we can't. This could be an episode to remember. Come on, lads. We qualify for the European Champions League. If we win here, that's what I'm going to say. That's a good thing to say. Put a bit of pressure on, say, look, come on, fight back. And in terms of the league table, I think we're at that point in the season where it disappears. All right, just quickly while this first highlight is taking place, we're going to go for the top 6 now, as I think that's probably the most important. Yeah, top 6. And then it's time, to bring in the latest scores. That's right. We'll keep a close eye on what Manchester City are doing elsewhere. They, as I said before, they're at home to Derby County. So admittedly, putting it like that is a bit of a nightmare, but if you recognise the badges, you'll be fine. And the first chart, Ben Hur's gone for goal there, and it's saved by the Liverpool keeper. It's a corner to Thames. I've played the game this year, though. So I wonder if it'll be different next year. We'll find out, won't we? Will corners be effective? Stay tuned. All right, Thames on it. Mackay burst past his man. Ball in. Ben-Hur. Oh, it's a good opportunity. Great save as well. As City, by the way, have taken a 1-0 lead. And we have to keep pace here. Away at Anfield's tough, but we've got to keep pace. West Ham and Manchester City both causing us problems. We're on the back of our first defeat in a long time. How will we react? And, well, hopefully okay. They didn't score, so that's something to take a positive from. We've actually lost the least amount of games in the league as things stand right now. You can see just how tight it is. The 3 teams at the top. Who would have thought us and West Ham would be battling Manchester City this season? Not I tell you. As away from Anfield, we are going to go to the counter-attack as they come forward again. Could be dangerous as we try and get to the ball. I mean, we force them back a little bit. Ben Belgascombe. I think that's how you say it. What a great name. I love that. As Herzog, it cannons off him into Nichols' guard now. Where's he going to go with it? He finds Smits. The experienced Dutchman scores the goal. I'm furious. And Calvo there apparently picked up a bit of an injury as Manchester City go 2-0 up and Derby get a man sent off. It's a disaster. West Ham also leading 2-0 as we fall a goal behind. Now, we're going to need a comeback of epic proportions here, so let's have that, shall we? As Smith's control there was lovely and the finish wasn't bad either. Now, Calvo there apparently picks up a knock, but he seems like he's going to be okay. Our forward players are disgraceful as it goes out to Palacios, who plays it inside. A good tackle comes in, but they've still got the ball, and we look not very threatening. Oh, dear. Derby have scored. That's good news. I mean, that's the little positives I'm going to take. He's so unmarked on the edge of the box. Palacios finds the ball in. Great slide challenge, but it's how we react to it. Not very well at all. Defensive line's all over the place, and it's an easy header for Haluzan. All right, we need to rocket up someone's bottom here. All right, Herzog. It doesn't matter who plays in this position at the moment. They are playing horrifically. So we're going to drop this in, and Frank's going to come in and play as a defensive midfielder just to give us a little bit more freedom. We're going to free up Haludum a little bit to play slightly more attacking, and Banner's going to be in the same position. I want these boys flying forward a little more to support Ben-Hur. Mackay's having... No one's playing well in the whole team, apart from maybe Ike, who's having an okay game. But that is sort of where it starts and ends, as we're not going to pass into space. We're going to try and keep the ball a little better, because so far we've seen next to nothing. Now, I've said they're unlucky, which is a lie, but it's to give them confidence, and it's worked. The greatest comeback of all time is required, as we're going to go full throttle attacking and see if we can get back into this. Mackay, this would be a great way to start the half, as Insigne, oh, there he is, into the back of the net. I'm not sure how it finds its way. Frank has scored! Well, this is a moment for us to ponder. I mean, Mackay's delivery, I couldn't figure out who it was. It was Frank of all people, on the volley. I mean, we're back in the game. An instant impact from the substitution. Okay, now, the radios are going round. They've got people at West Ham and Man City now holding phones up to their ears, go, oh no, it's not the last day of the season. They probably haven't got it. They're probably just checking BBC Sport later. I said this, we scored a goal, and now we are a good sort of 25 minutes later, and we've seen nothing else, so that's positive. Carlos Ferreira is going to come on that wide area. People have been calling for it. I'm going to give it a go. Inside forward, on attack. Biquilino, I'm also going to put on attack. And actually bring on Obrecht. I'll change my mind as well. Right, a bit more firepower, hopefully, in the final third. Neither wide players had massive impacts on the game. A good delivery from Mackay, but elsewhere, nothing. As Ferreira finds Haludum. More creative minds on the pitch now. As a ball to Obrecht. Oh, the shot! He's got it again. Ben-Hur finds the back of the net in Thames level. They're back on level terms. A derby of equalising against Manchester City. It is kicking off. West Ham are the victors here, but they've fallen a goal to Sheffield Wednesday as well. So 2-1 there. It's kicking off here. Oh dear, okay. We now know a goal for us. I mean, that is shocking goalkeeping from Bender in the Liverpool goal. And Ben-Hur finishes it off, dearie me. Can we complete a phenomenal comeback? We've made all 3 substitutions. There's nothing left in the tank. As Ferreira, ball in, Banner. It's a penalty kick! It is! Oh, this is the... City have scored. And we're so Sheffield Wednesday is kicking off a big time to give us the win, potentially. Obrecht steps up for Thames. Can he do it? Oh, no, he can't. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I mean, this is... Oh, no, they're breaking away. Liverpool on the counter to the back post. I can't deal with it. Milton. I mean, no, sorry. Has he got jet in his boot? What jet fuel? What is going on there? Watch this again. Watch the... I mean, it's the quickest run I've ever seen. I'm checking his pace after this. Watch him there. Look at him. Look at him. It's I mean, that is... If he's not got 20 pace, there's a steward's inquiry. I've got to look. Roger Milton. I've got to see it right now. There's no time to wait here. Roger Milton. He better be the quickest 17. I can just about live with that. That is outrageous. And Liverpool, after we missed a penalty... I mean, there's time left. Is it too late? I think it's too late. Oh, it's a corner. I mean, it's definitely too late. Holmes clears it. Former Thames player as well. Oh, I can't... 2 in a row. Viewers... What have we just witnessed? Oh, it's a road... Oh, no. Unlucky boys, it would be nice to win, but it wasn't to be. Try and keep the confidence up. I mean, some players need to think about if they want to be playing at this club, because that is despicable. Diallo there is at a 6.2. I mean, absolutely roasted by that winger there, Milton. I mean, I don't know where to... Oh. Derby ended up losing. West Ham drew in the end, but go ahead of us in goal difference. So with 3 games to go, it is still all to play for, but 2 episodes left, really. The West Ham, Bournemouth, and then Hull, Tottenham, and that, I'll tell you what, this season's not quite over yet. There's still lots of twists in the tail. We looked at this before, but we'll remind you of it now, so make sure you tune in tomorrow. Manchester City's upcoming games are West Ham, massive game. Hopefully we have a loser in that. I mean, what you've been rooting for, a draw probably, and Arsenal are also there as well. Tough game for Manchester City. It's not over quite yet. Oh, dearie me. And I've got an FA Cup final to come as well, so lots on the line for them. We're out of the Europa League. We've lost in the league as well. I mean, I can't believe it. Yesterday was a fluke, obviously. I mean, I don't know. 20. See you tomorrow. If you enjoyed the episode, please do leave a like. If you want to see some more, subscribe to the channel. I'm in love with care for the Twitch next time. I can't call the episode that, but that would be the name if I could.